Hi there, I'm Paul Barger, and this is my YouTube channel. If you're just joining me for the first time, we are inside my converted school bus. It's a 28-foot long bus, full size, but short. So yeah, full size frame, big diesel motor, but only 28 feet long as opposed to the traditional 40-foot full-size bus. This is a handicap bus. It's called the Handy Bus from Bluebird. It's got a handicap accessible door in the back, came with a hydraulic lift. All that's been pulled out. But let's get to the point of this video. I just wanted to tell you how we travel with our Berkey water filter. This is a Berkey. It has charcoal filters inside of this top portion, and in the bottom portion you get clean filtered water, and we love it. You never know what kind of water you might get from one of those Primo dispensers, or it could just be a hose that's in a campground. There's a lot of different sources, and you're out on the road, so you don't really know what kind of water you're getting, and you want it to be clean. So we always run our water through a Berkey water filter. It's super simple. You just fill this top section up, pour water in there. It drains down to the bottom after going through a charcoal filter, and we can dispense it right out of here. But you might be wondering, like, how do you travel with one of these? You know, it's totally loose and just like could fall over. I came up with a solution that was super simple, and it just takes a couple of bungee cords. All I did was I installed a couple of eye hooks right here through the wall. They're not the kind that you screw in, because you can screw in those ones, but what I actually did was I took this panel off the wall completely, and I got the type of eye hooks that are threaded with a nut and a bolt. It's like a threaded shaft to it with a nut on the end. And on one side I have one nut, the other side I have another nut, so it sandwiches together and compresses into this hole. I'll show you a little closer up what it looks like going through the wall. So this eye hook is what I'm talking about. It's very simple. All I had to do is drill a hole, stick it through. I put a nut on this side, and then on the other side there's another nut sandwiching that wood together, and I got it nice and tight. Over here on the other side, there's an identical one that looks just like it. It just holds on so nice. You don't have to worry about those threaded ones that are made for wood, like a wood screw, that could easily come loose and pop out of there. These are not gonna come loose because of vibration and tugging on it and stuff. These are in here so solid. This version of the Berkey water filter is called the Royal. This has about 3¼ gallon capacity. So the top holds about 3¼ gallon, and then that drains down, and then the bottom holds 3¼ gallon. This is a good size for us. I didn't want to get the smaller one. They have the small version, but I wanted as much capacity as possible because we go through a lot of water. I drink like at least 1 gallon a day, maybe more, and I love water. We use it to cook with, we do all that kind of stuff. Just as a quick side note, our water system is very simple too. This is one of those bottle filler faucets. It goes on the top of a 5-gallon jug, and it's got a battery. See that? It's got a battery, a lithium battery built in. It's rechargeable, and this lasts for like, I don't know, maybe a week or so with a single charge. And then all we do is down here underneath our sink, this is the hose coming from the water up to that little filler pump, and it goes into the top of one of our water bottles. These are 3-gallon jugs. We have 8 of them down here. So we have about a 24-gallon capacity of water on the road. It's not too bad, and this is such a simple solution. I didn't want to hook up an entire water system. I priced it out, and it was going to be about $700 for me to hook up everything. So this is pretty simple. When one jug runs out, you just unscrew this, you unscrew another cap, switch it over, and boom, you got water again. And then we can also take all these jugs out, take them to a fill station, and get them filled back up. I'll be sure to put a link for the Berkey water filter and the little bottle fountain faucet here. I'll put these in the description of the video, so if you're interested in getting these things for your own rig, I'll have the link down there so you can check it out. Now this is just a piece of foam that came with a piece of equipment that I got in the mail. I think this came with a EcoFlow power station or something like that, but the shape of it is perfect for the top of this Berkey water filter. All I got to do is put it right there. It doesn't have much room to move. It does a little bit, but That keeps it so that I can push it to the wall very tightly. Then we take a bungee cord, hook it on one side, come over here, hook it on the other side, and that holds it pretty tight to the wall. But there's one more step. I take a second bungee and I just hook it to the bungee cord that's already there. So this is just hooked on the hook of the other bungee cord. Go over the top and down here. Hook it on the other bungee cord. So now it's being pulled to the wall with this bungee cord, and then it's being pulled down with this bungee cord. I make sure that I put this bungee cord in front of the little top knob that's on the lid to the Berkey, so it really stays in place very well. And when this thing is like in, it does not move. It is so solid. We've never had it fall off, never had any kind of issue with this thing and the stability of it. It's very, very solid when it's all hooked up and connected like that. So I just wanted to show you a quick video about how we travel with a big Berkey water filter and make it work on the road, be able to travel with it. It'd be really great. Eventually one day I would like to elevate it a little bit higher so that it's up here, and then have a separate faucet, like a copper tube that comes up, so I could fill it with a valve. The problem with raising it up, we have it at the edge of the counter so we can dispense out of it. The problem with raising it up is that you can't pour anything into it. I don't want to have to take it down to fill water into it. I just want to be able to remove the lid. But if I had a stilt for it to stand on so I could get a water bottle underneath there, I could have a dedicated faucet to it, a little copper tube that came up with a valve, and I could fill it from that faucet and never have to take this out to try to pour a jug of water in there. So that's something I might do in the future. A new addition that we have to our bus is our buddy Quill. That's Quill. He's laying on the bed right now. He's traveling with us. Before a couple days ago, he's never gotten in this bus while it was moving. We've been stationary ever since we adopted him, but he's doing really good. He's getting acclimated to the bus moving around, and you know, the first couple of days he was kind of scared when it was moving, and he would go hide up underneath the bed down below here. But now he's walking around while I'm driving, and he goes up front and he sits on the little bench up there. Isn't he the cutest? Look at that guy. Aw. Hi, buddy. Who's my good buddy? Yeah, you're a good boy. Yes, you are. You're a good boy. What you doing, boy? You being a good boy? Yeah, you're the good boy. I love you. I love you. I love you. We are back on the road traveling for the winter. This is what our bus looks like on the outside. This thing is incredible. I've been loving this bus. It is so cool. This is back in the spot where me and Ellie first met and changed everything. I mean, we have been together for like 6 years now, and yeah, back in the first spot that we ever met. Pretty cool. So we have left the property and we are traveling for the winter. We're going to be on the road for about 3 months or so, and we're moving all around through the Southwest, down to like Quartzsite area, Ehrenberg, Yuma, those type of things. We're escaping the snow and the super cold weather up at our property. It gets a little too cold up there for us right now. We're not quite ready with our buildings built and everything, and the bus is pretty freaking cold. We're on the road. I left a couple days ago. I spent a few days in Flagstaff taking care of some things. Now I'm in Sedona. Down here in Sedona, we're spending some time with family for Christmas, and then we're going to be heading even further south, going through Phoenix, probably Apache Junction, Gold Canyon, some of our favorite places to camp in Phoenix. Really freaking cool. And yeah, we're going to be heading way down south, down toward the Mexico border. Yeah, we're in Sedona right now. I just wanted to give you guys an update on where we're at, where we're going, and what we're doing. I want to end this video off with just a little footage of Quill riding shotgun in the school bus. He got way better today, way more comfortable with the bus moving around and shaking and vibrating and stuff. He was sitting up front with me, where typically he was hiding in the back. I didn't want to like force him. I didn't want to put a leash on him and like bring him up to the front, but he's gotten used to it and he's so much better, so much more comfortable. I think he's doing just fine. He's really doing good. So I'll just end this video off right now. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Smash the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And we'll see you in another video real soon, right down the road. Enjoy this video of Quill chilling in the bus for the rest of the video.